Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're all welcome here. This is your card of the day. All right, you might notice I have changed up a few things this week. We are using the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle deck by Radley Valentine with illustrations by Echo Chernick. And the reminder inside the box is you are a child of unfathomable beauty and light. My isms are, I am perfection unfolding, and I expect all my desires and intentions to manifest always. We have to be intentional, deliberate creators of the earth. And this week, I usually have an Archangel of the Week and a card of the week from a major Arcana deck from either Angel Tarot or Archangel Power. This week, I'm switching it up. For a while, I've wanted to hear a little bit more from some of the divine masters. There are some decks I use and some meditations I do that call upon guardians of all the four corners and all the four realms and angels and all of them. And it suddenly dawned upon me, not suddenly, but it dawned upon me that there are energies and entities from all different realms and masters of wisdom and light that we can learn from. So I'm going to try something different this week, and I welcome your comments to let me know if it works and doesn't, since we're in this mode and this energy of change. So I ordered my shuffle and I pulled this card, which is Mayat. Now, Mayat talks about divine intervention, weighing up options and choosing what is the highest good for us and everyone else. And it was a shuffle and it was a pull, meaning that I didn't just go through and just choose it. It came up. And what I really want to say this whole week was I'm choosing her to be with us the whole week, to bring us wisdom and to bring us truth and to let us see what our actions, what our choices are about. This is not about making choices that proves a point this week. It's not about something that we have to overcome. It's all about letting wisdom and guidance choose the highest choice, getting in touch with our soul nature, our higher being, and going with the flow of each day's energy. I think this is really mostly about moving towards harmony and truth for all. Anyway, I'll leave that one there. Today is an actual number 3 day, which goes with the 3 of cups or 3 of water, depending on what deck you're using. And it's really all about a celebration. You may get news today. You may be proclaiming the fact that you feel really good. That's a good thing to celebrate. It's all about creating happy communities, being of service to other people. It's about dipping into your creativity, your artfulness, and working with the masters to overcome things that might be moving out of your system or things that might be moving out of your realm. So it's a bit like, we've had that birthing, and yesterday we talked about how it was almost like being on a cosmic surfboard. Beatrice came in and talked about all that. Today is really softness, water, celebration, happiness, finding a reason to enjoy and love life. So let's get to see what our card of the day is and how it plays in with all the rest of it. Okay, so how many times do you want me to shuffle? I'm being told 3, so that's 2, 3. And am I choosing from the top, the bottom? Oh, that was pretty clear. So be a light to others, which really plays right into the number 3 day. You have a powerful message that you can share. And it's time to shine the light into the world so that others can learn from you. So I think most of you in this channel that come and comment have incredible gifts. Many of you I know, and I'm getting to know more and more and more of you, and I'm so grateful for that connection. I've talked about how we are a network of workers, a network of light, a network of seers, a network of doers, and all of these gifts, all of these divine gifts are beginning to vibrate at a higher level, a higher consciousness. And I've said many times this year now, I've got goosebumps, so I know Beatrice or well, they're both here. Gertrude and Beatrice are here. So the number 4 card, along with Mayat, who, you know, at some point or another, she was seen as being part of the old kingdom. Like she's part goddess and part ethereal being. And sometimes I get caught up in the, really, was this kind of like prophecy? Where do they come from? Who knows about all this stuff? That's not as important as what the message and what the wisdom brings and what the dimension brings. It's about looking at things in a different way, of being that light. You know, I've often said many, many times, it doesn't matter what mode of worship you're part of, what religion or faith that you may have been raised in. We live in a society and a culture right now that is becoming more global, which is what it was meant to be long years ago. And this is really the first time, I think, in history that we've expanded our humanitarian efforts to be on a global level, to see people, places, situations, stories, humanity, the network of humans everywhere, all at once, thanks to the expansion of technology. We can use social media to poke our nose into other people's business. We can use social media to reach out and connect with other people in a positive way. And I like to think of that as being, whoa, what we came to. Let's get on with the energy of the day and let's not get dipping into that. We all have a choice. And Mayat, being this part ethereal being and part almost human, or probably human, she was known as someone who could see things from a higher perspective, which is why there's some confusion about whether or not she was an earth person or an angel. I think we need to get off of being hung up on that kind of stuff. Her energy is golden, just like the energy of love, the energy of the universe. And she could be called upon for support, just like Archangel Michael can, in making really important decisions, balancing the various aspects of what's going on in our life. And the message really, I feel like here, is how are you wanting, and that goes with choosing. How are you wanting and how are you choosing to shine your light? Let's go over this camera. Shine your light to other people. Because many of us get caught up in the human piece of what we should do, can we do it? And then the second guessing piece, the second guessing of people are going to think this or say that. Like the self-judgment pops up and keeps us hung up. When we approach a situation, a celebration, a way of moving forward together as a network, it seems almost instant that other folks come along and join up with us. And we find our teachers, we find our students, we find our platform forward, whether that is whatever the social media platform you're using, whether you're stacking them all. And eventually we start gathering together our group of friends, and it's like that wave going out. I talked yesterday, or Beatrice came and said something about the surfboard and other surfers flying up into the ocean. That's all a lot of energy moving at a rapid pace. If you think about how 4 years ago we were all plunged into something new, something different on a global level. And so what emerges from that is the shift in how we communicate with each other. I have a funny feeling and a belief that those of us that stand in the light, that are for the light of humanity and other people, are getting all sorts of rapid information that we weren't really sure about. We're tuning into, and I've got goosebumps again. All right, so one of you, what do you want to say here? Because I feel you coming, and I feel you wanting to say something, and I want to get this right, because I sometimes when I channel, it's a really great flow, and sometimes it gets a bit, okay, center, right, thank you. Settle down is what I get told. Which one of you? So Beatrice, start to look at things from a higher perspective, from your own higher perspective. Being part of the great expansion also means taking care of your own self. When you take care of your own self, other people are able to follow your lead, and they're able to see that what you're doing is something that may interest them. Just make sure you're choosing your teachers and you're choosing your students that line up with your belief systems. She's saying there's many belief systems out there, many people to follow, many teachers to follow, and many followers of those teachers and those beliefs. She's saying there's not one particular belief, or, oh, that's where this is coming from. There's not one particular belief, or there is not one particular belief that is right or that is wrong. There just is what it is, and it's all a good thing. Nobody is above or below, more important than or less than anyone else. And when you shine your light bright, and when you see that light shining with other people's light, you are also able to see a greater potential of your own knowledge and your own wisdom. You shining the light on many of the aspects that to this point have been closed off. And it took, well, this is deep. It took this long for humanity to reach this point where every single member of the human race is here as spiritual beings having a human experience, and more 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 of that light. She's saying it's glorious. She's saying that the number 3 energy of today is about celebrating that creativity, but seeing it from a higher perspective. The whole point of seeing things from a higher perspective is making the best choices for you and the best choices for others if you are of service for other people. If you are not of service for other people yet, where can you be of service for other people? And do you want to be of service to other people? Oof. This is why, so Gertrude is saying, nothing wrong with being what is that word I'm looking for? Selfish, I suppose it could be. There's nothing wrong with it. She's saying it's a narrow lane that's only got one person in it, which is yourself. And how is that helping other people? Nothing wrong with being selfish, but she said the choices of that are limited. Ooh, Gertrude, this feels a bit like judgment, and I don't know if I like that. It's not judgment at all. It's a statement of the fact. It's a statement of cleaning up the energy. Ooh. It's a statement of being with integrity, being with respect, being from love, being from truth. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. Beatrice just told Gertrude through. All right. What are your actions and what are your activities achieving for you Is it achieving something on a self level that you want? And can what you want and what you want to achieve be expanded outward? Okay, I get it. Other than, are you choosing something that, or has somebody chosen something for you that's based on what they want? I think this is getting crazy. And I'm sorry. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes the voice and the wisdom of spirit gets stuck. This is what I want everyone to know. You're already perfect. You're unfolding into more perfection. Stop telling yourself that you're not perfect, and stop telling yourself all the criticisms you have. Your body is your body and it's glorious. Your age is your age and it's fantastic. It doesn't matter. You have to start looking up and elevating the way you feel about yourself. That alone, that confidence, that level of I am standing on the surfboard and I can see the future and I'm working in harmony with everybody else to do the same thing. Now it's working. All right. Divine intervention, weigh up your options and choose the highest good or all. And with that said, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and doing everything you do for me. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'm going to keep doing this. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private, personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information, and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.